I think I'm gonna be in the mood for some tacos when we're done with this. Welcome to another edition of Wrestle Talk. Before we begin, go ahead and hit that notification button. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and it'll set us into the algorithm even further, getting us out there. We appreciate you guys so much for watching us. If you're listening to us on audio, Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, go ahead and subscribe, share, leave a comment, give us a 5-star ratings. We love those. Follow us on our social media accounts. We're on Instagram, X, and TikTok. This is my co-host, Lou. He is at different underscore level 71. I am at Mario Eats for Games. And as always, we love to interact with you guys. So if you have a question, suggestion, complaint, anything that you want to let us know about, go ahead and email us at let's talk about it underscore 71 at yahoo.com. Lou, how is your weekend going?
It's actually really good, man. I love it. Yeah, it was
Uh,
good. I mean, celebrating his birthday, and so probably I would have to say the most entertaining show I've seen in years, and probably the second best show WWE was in part with this year.
it's up there.
Well,
It's up there.
it's up there.
Let's start off with a moment in history. Let's rewind to August 16th, 2009. The event was TNA Hard Justice. The main event was a triple threat match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Kurt Angle head on to the gold against Matt Morgan and Sting. The story was Angle was trying to recruit Morgan into the main event Mafia, but in the end, Angle played dirty to keep the title. And this was probably one of my last few times that I actually kept up with TNA. I definitely remember the main event Mafia being a big deal back then. Lou, when you look at a match like this, do you prefer seeing the young guy trying to break through, like Matt Morgan, or established legends like Angle and Sting carrying the spotlight?
Angle and Sting.
Hmm.
Seriously, Angle and Sting. Yeah.
And for everyone who's watching us on YouTube or listening to us on audio, Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, you can watch the clip of the finish from this match right now on our Instagram and TikTok page. Uh, I don't know how to begin with with this event. Um, Here's some fun facts. I believe that this is the 47th Triplemania overall, but the first under the WWE control.
Yeah.
The event takes place at the arena CDMX in Mexico City, and it's one of the most iconic lucha libre venues. It's streamed live and free worldwide on YouTube, and it was also both in English and Spanish, making AAA the most accessible show ever. WWE acquired AAA officially on August 8th, 2025. And Lou, I gotta be honest with you. When you first mentioned us doing this show, I was kind of unsure, but I'm glad you pushed for this show. I'm glad we are doing it right now because
Mm-hmm.
there is so much to talk about.
Man, listen, mate. You saw it right when we did the Worlds Collide with NXT. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be this good. This was like they blew the NXT one away. I mean, this is like next level, bro. For real.
It definitely is. Of course, for you guys watching us or listening to us, we made no predictions on any of these matches. So we thought that it'd just be fun to just go ahead and kick off uh, with the first match, which is the Copa Baja Gauntlet match. It is a Royal Rumble style match with time entries, eliminations, and of course, pinfalls are included. Man, I thought that this match was fun, chaotic, and full of surprises, like Otis, which was unexpected. And of course, I love how Michael Mann taps Almas on the legs. You see Almas looking around, couldn't see anything that was in front of him. Then he looks down. Michael Mann then goes to the ropes. Almas just kicks him. You had to have been laughing. I know I was laughing so hard when I saw this. Another funny moment, Michael Mann pins Otis via pinfall, which was the highlight of this match. That was an elimination right there. Of course, almost wins it, last eliminating Parker with a one-hand grip over the top rope. And this match lasted 26 minutes and 30 seconds. Lou, what did you think of the Corporal Baja opener? And did you expect moments like Michael Mann pinning Otis?
Well, I, I could tell you first and foremost, I like the style of it, like like kind of like mimicking, like the whole Royal Rumble thing. I'm glad they didn't do 30. I think they only did like a 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 14 competitors. I see your Uncle Paul stealing this idea and adding the pinfall. I think the pinfall, besides throwing off the top rope, is epic. I think that's something you might well think about for Royal Rumble. Honestly, the pinfall. I mean, dude, we was watching last night. Uh, you know, a couple of them that stood out to me was Taurus with the horns. I never saw him before. I never heard him before. He impressed me. I like him. Again, what's his name? Aerostar. I mean, he's the one that took over Dom at the NXT crossover. I like him. Mecha Wolf, love that dude. Love the Mecha Wolf thing. I mean, that was epic right there. I love that one with the mist and all stuff like that. I love dude. Otis was a surprise for all of us. And you know what? He looked good, but man, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Pimpa Panera or whatever it is, or wherever
I,
he.
I can't pronounce it, but I definitely know who
Yeah, I
you're
mean
referring to.
that one got me. I was like, this is entertaining as hell. I'm like, they all mesh very well. Micro Man, when he came out, I think he's like 3 foot, what, 11 or something like that. Like he's
He
like
was
3 foot.
he was a little guy.
Yeah, he's a
He was a
little
little
dude,
guy.
right? So I'm seeing him come out. I thought he was like I don't know, extra. And then they said it was him. He was a crowd favorite. I'm like, what? He doing little moves and all that, man. But the shocker to me, I didn't think he was coming. It was all over the internet with Omos. Uh, he actually stole it. That was the right call by him winning. He should have won it. All right. Now the guy with the skeleton, who's the skeleton guy? What's his
That's
name?
the Parker. The Parker.
Okay,
I actually remember him during WCW when he had wars with Eddie Guerrero and who else was on there? I think it was Rey Mysterio. No, it was Chavo. It was Chavo. Him and
Childbirth. Bird.
Chavo. Yeah.
Well, that dude tall as hell too. He like what, like at least 6'8", 6'9".
Mm-hmm.
Like he tall, but Omos, man, I I don't know if he got bigger, but dude was huge, right? Yo, the whole Micro Man thing, right? He had him over his head. That's this was, I'm telling you, if I just saw that all night, I was good with this whole match. I think it's a good concept. It made me happy. I love it. I can see Uncle Paul stealing some of this. Yeah, I mean, definitely stealing it. Like, especially, I really think you really should add the pinfalls to Royal Rumble. I really think you should add. I think that's a nice little twist to it. Uh, whatever. But the 14-man one, like I said, it was a good one. I love the whole match. Omos winning was probably the right decision. Now the thing is, what do you do with him now? Like, how can you not have creativity for him? Now, would you keep him down AAA? Because I would keep him down there.
I would definitely want to keep him at AAA.
Oh man,
I'd like to see almost, I actually keep Otis at AAA for right now, not bring him back to the main roster.
Oh yeah.
Let them establish some of these AAA talents. You actually see the chemistry between these two stars like Omos and Otis, interacting with the AAA stars. So
Yeah.
the chemistry is there. Develop storylines, create awesome finishers.
Hmm.
Yeah, just definitely keep them at AAA.
I
Um,
love it.
I do remember seeing online that there's a TV deal in the works for AAA.
I hope so. Well, I don't know. With all the TV deals I got coming up, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know if I can afford it anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, you know what I mean? For real.
Well, our next match is the AAA Latin American Championship. El Mesias versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner. Lou, what did you think of this match? How did you see? What did you think of El Hijo Dr. Wagner and his dad, who was at ringside?
Well, obviously, there's a storyline with this. They must be telling a storyline that we don't see. So because there was a lot of storylines throughout the night that we don't know about. So this one had a storyline from it, and I guess the manager of L whatever and him also fought his dad, and his dad's like a legend in Mexico, Dr. Wagner Jr. Him winning the title, the match was okay. I mean, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was all right. I mean, honestly, all to me though, don't all these titles kind of look the same? Like maybe they should like change up the design a little bit. They should just change it up. Like
They do look similar from
they
what I
all look
know.
similar. I mean, I like the Latin American title. I do like that because it's kind of like I guess our version of an intercontinental or US title or whatever. But they look similar. They got switched them up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because like when you look at the women's match, her title and this title, and also the tag title, they all look the same. The only one is a little bit different is the mega title. That's a little bit different. That's more old school. But overall, man, this was a good match. It was okay match. That's all I can tell you. It was okay.
I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought it was nothing but great technical wrestling from both guys who really showed off their skills. Of course, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner hits a suplex from the top rope, and the finish was with the Wagner driver, the Wagner driver for the win. El Hijo,
Same. Wait a minute. Isn't that Wagner driver the same as Penta's Phantom driver? Isn't the same thing?
it's the same thing. I mean that particular move was also called Michin Oku driver.
Yeah.
I actually remember him stealing that finisher from someone else. I can't remember who originally came up with that finish, with that signature move.
Right. Was Dr. Wagner. I don't know.
Uh,
But obviously the manager and Dr. Wagner got a lot of history, especially with
yep.
the mask thing. I ain't understand the mask one. I don't know who
I,
mask was.
I, I gotta say, Daddy Dr. Wagner Jr. looks to be very much in good shape
Yeah.
for an older gentleman. Of course, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner wins the AAA Latin American Championship in 10 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, that was around. That was a good time for this match. I mean, they told a story. Like I said, there's a storyline with this. I guess they've been developing this over the last couple of weeks. I mean, listen, man, we don't see the weekly show, so there was a storyline with this.
All right, our next match is the mixed trios match. The Judgment Day. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez at ringside versus Mesa Iguana, Nino Hambressa, aka Burger Boy, and Lola Vice. Lou, what did you think of this mixed tag team trio match? And don't leave out the puppet fight, please.
Dude,
I'm really excited
it,
and nervous at the same time.
you know, that was probably this was the most creative match I've ever seen. I mean, first of all, right, we didn't know, like, I mean, remember when we did the crossover with NXT and this and that? And that was our first time seeing Mr. Iguana, right? It's our first time seeing him. And Nino the hamburger dude, right?
Mhm.
You know, he look, all right. The judgment day actually fit this match. It was very comedic, but bro, what stole the show? What stole the show was the puppet of Mr. Iguana, and now it was Demon Ina, whatever it is, Demon Ina,
I have it written down right here. Demonito.
Demon Ito.
Demonito.
That was I never saw that coming. I think that was it. That was creative. I think he should bring it with him to the main roster and run with this. I really think he should. You gotta run with this. I don't know who came up with this idea, but that was the most funniest thing. I was shocked. The whole yo, Finn, like, listen, when wrestlers recreate themselves, sometimes it's good, sometimes bad, but Finn can actually go in that way another direction with this puppet. Seriously, dude. I just like JD did all right, Raquel did all right. But there's one thing I gotta ask you again, and I asked you this last time. What is the deal with them trying to push Lola Vice? I am not happy with her performance, dude. Only she can do is just shake the yams, and that's it. I mean, the striking ability, everybody's done it. I mean, she looked like Sonya Deville from back in the day. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
you know, so why do you think, before you go on with this match, why do you think they're trying to push her so bad? She's really, I'm starting to lose favor with her. I don't think she's really that good.
Mm. I definitely agree. She's not ready for the main roster. I. It seems like her momentum in NXT is kind of stale a little bit.
Hmm.
But dude, I actually thought that she actually did good here in this
Yeah.
match.
She did better than she did last time. But
Maybe it's the chemistry between her and the talent in NXT that's just not clicking. But I actually saw the chemistry here, and it seems like the AAA and WWE is setting a future feud between Lola and this female called Hendria. I think that's how you pronounce it.
yeah, right, because she came out and attacked Roxanne, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I don't know who she was, but once she on it before? Did she come out before on the
I,
last
I
one?
think I think she was one of the ones in the Worlds Collide.
Yeah, she was there. So I don't know where. Like I said, they doing separate storylines on their TV, so we really don't know what type of storylines they're doing. So, but again, I'm telling you, this was it's probably was it the right call for Judgment Day to win? Yes, they should have won this match. Raquel, they made Raquel look good. She looked strong. She looked really, really good. I don't know what they're doing with Roxanne so much. They give her little sprinkles and shit. I don't know what they're doing with her. Uh, but you gotta start doing with her. I guess they're like prolonging this to when Liv comes back, but reports are saying she ain't coming back until next year.
Hmm.
So, right before you go on, like, what do you do with Roxanne? I
Keep her in
mean,
the Judgment Day.
right, but what
So,
type of storylines?
well, you can still, and this regarding Dominic, and we'll get to him later, but you can continue to storylines between Dominic and Roxanne, setting up a future feud for when Liv Morgan comes back. Because it seems like they can just repeat. What's that old saying goes? The way you get your husband is the way you're gonna lose him. So if um Dominic leaves Rhea for Liv. He's going to leave Liv for Roxanne.
Man, Dom just going through him like crazy, bro. I mean, damn. I mean, what was Rhea, then Liv, then you got Roxanne. I
I would
mean,
love to see that storyline
I,
develop.
I mean, you could add Lola in, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you would do with
Yeah,
her.
put her in there as an extra side chick or something. I mean,
I,
who knows?
but I tell you, Mr. Iguana again. I don't know what you do with him. The hamburger guy, I don't know what to do with him too. I mean, listen. When we was watching last night, even Cindy said, right, she's like, what they should do is right, they should take his hamburgers right and start beating him with it. I was like, what? Where did you come up with this from? We watched this. She's like, yeah, that'd be funny, right? No, she didn't say that. I'm like, me being with the hamburgers. I mean, and then Finn taking a bite of the hamburger, which I don't think he eats. He's red meat. I don't know what he does. I don't know what that man does.
Mm. I love the pepper fights. I love the hamburger spots. Of course, I thought um, the Demon Ninto eating La Yesca was a crazy moment.
That was
Uh,
awesome. I
that
love it.
that was a crazy moment right there.
I loved it.
Of course, the Judgment Day wins it when Raquel hits the big boot and the Tiana bomb on Lola Vice for the win after that surprise winning by Lee. He, you know what? Forgive me, guys, because I cannot pronounce her name. The the match ends at 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, I got something for you.
What you got?
Mr. Iguana is half of the mixed tag team champion, right?
Mhm.
He's half of that. He's half of the mixed tag team champion with the girl, with another girl, right? How about if you send Dom and Roxanne down there to take those titles off of them as a mixed tag team down there in AAA? That extends the storyline with her, with him and Roxanne. That would take him a little bit, couple more months until Liv comes back. Have them go
Mhm.
down there, beat Mr. Iguana and whoever his partner is, take the mixed tag team titles, have a little storyline down there, bring them up here to what brand they on Raw, keep
Mhm.
it going. Think about that now. I mean, you got to think about that right there. That keeps it little going with Roxanne and Dom, because Dom's on a whole nother level now, bro. His stock is like up, up, up. You could take Dom, like if you think about it, bro, you could probably take Dom's character and just go with this for another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 WrestleManias. You can switch it up each time.
Mhm.
You can switch it up. I mean, because listen, him and his little deadbeat dad Ray, as he calling him, right? This been going on what for 2 years now?
About 2 years, just about, yeah.
Okay, that's another storyline right there. But think about that mixed tag. I mean, hey, tell me what you think, audience. I'm telling you right now, I love it.
Well, I like to see that. I mean, like it interacts with both brands, with WWE and AAA. You can actually tell two different stories
Mm-hmm.
and cross them over, and you can actually set up something big for a big
Yep.
time show. I
You
like
got
that.
to have Judgment Day. The Judgment Day fit AAA part time. You got to have them come back down there. I love it. I do. The other ones, Hamburger, Lola. The only thing good about that match is with Mr. Guana. That's all.
Uh, take a moment real quick for a break and let you guys know that if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. Go ahead and hit the like, share the episode, get us into a different algorithm. And if you're listening to us on audio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. We thank you guys so much for taking the time to listening or watching us on this Sunday morning. Ah, A lot's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for our next match?
Yeah, man. Right, because like we got no questions. We had I forgot what the hell I did with it too. We had a kind of like a comment in a way. I forget what was his name. 'Cause I wrote it down. What the hell I do with it? It was right here some damn where. I remember his name was Scott somebody. Scott, I'm sorry. I should have wrote it down. I wrote it down, but I don't know what the hell I did with it. I do remember your comment that we should try to keep it or try to mention more of no, that was I'm thinking about somebody else. Oh, I mentioned to you before to have our own WrestleMania predictions.
Mhm.
Like what matches, like what three matches do we want to see at this or next year's WrestleMania?
We
That's
can do
next.
that as an overtime show.
Yeah. So Scotty, yeah, I mean, like, listen, we'll talk about what we'll get out there on overtime, like what we feel because everybody, other podcasts has like their predictions about where it should go with WrestleMania, which you ain't gonna like mine. So I mean you'll like his, but you ain't gonna like mine because the way I think they should go, half the roster should be cut. But anyway, and the writers be
Oh,
fired and all the rest of that shit. But whatever. Anyway,
ouch. Wow.
I mean this thing, dude. Listen, you went through three matches, right? We went through three
Yeah.
matches.
Uh-huh.
These three and the next three are probably the most creative matches. So who's the riders for AAA? Bring their asses up there and fire the rest of these riders they got up there in the main roster. I mean, seriously. I mean, come on now. These matches was
So far up to this point, this event did not disappoint. It led
no.
up to the height. It was entertaining. It was up there. It was up there. I want to say probably my top two favorite shows.
Yes. So fire whoever riders you got up there and bring these guys up. Whoever these guys are. Come on, man. I mean, first of all, do you think the main roster riders would have came up with the Finn Balor puppet?
No,
That's epic. That's epic. Now I'm telling you, they probably won't let him bring it up. Oh, that's not something for us. That's not the WWE way. Yeah, that's not what you do. Dude, that's classic. That's gold. It's see, this is what gets me. I'm sorry. I gotta say this right quick. This is my complaint moment right now. It's World Wrestling Entertainment. See what I'm saying? What we watched last night was damn pure gold. Entertainment. That was entertainment. What they do on the main roster now, I have no idea what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? So fire all of them. Hashtag fire Paul Triple H Levesque. Continue, sir.
all right. Our next match is a street fight for the AAA World Tag Team Championship.
Mm,
Los Gazas versus Pagano and Psycho Clown.
mm,
Uh, this was pure chaos. Hardcore wrestling at its best. The spots was insane. The finish was shocking and brutal. Exactly what needed to be in a street fight match. Just
mm.
total nonstop action. With weapons like chairs, kendo sticks, trash cans, barbed wire sticks, and and some tables. Um, and I mentioned the finish was insane. Psycho Clown hits a Spanish fly with Berto wrapped in barbed wire to win to win the AAA Tag Team Championships in 12 minutes and 54 seconds.
That's all it was?
Yep.
Hey, I thought it was longer than that. Shit.
What did you think of this street fight?
I thought Alberto sold the hell out of the barbed wire spot. He sold it perfectly. His facial expression, him on the top rope, getting wrapped around. You know, you gotta give Angel and Alberto like way much credit, man. This is a good match. What's his name? Pagano? That's his name is.
Pagano.
And Psycho Clown, they was there last time, but they was separately, I think. I think they was on different matches. Giving them the titles, I'm a little 50-50 on that. You know what I mean? Like I'm a little 50. I prefer Angel and Alberto to keep the titles, at least until like when they do their next one. But I guess it's Triplemania. I mean, like you got this is their version of WrestleMania, I guess so. The spots are very good. I thought the crowd would be more hyped for the tables, like, but it wasn't that hype for tables. It was a good match, but I think if it was somewhere else, it'd been more hype. It was a good street fight, but for some reason, I don't know. Like, let me ask you something. Right, that crowd. I was trying to read that crowd. Right, it's kind of hard to do on TV. This match was kind of like up and down with the crowd. It was a couple of moments here and there, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to read the crowd because, like, you know, when they go overseas, man, it's like it's gonna be nuts over there. It's gonna be crazy. The crowd's gonna be crazy. Here in the States, it depends on what the match is or whatever the fuck it is. But this match, man, you know, I mean, did you really want them to lose the belts to them? They just got them back in June, right? So
I was not at all displeased with Lagarza's giving the belts to Pagano and Psycho Clown. I mean, like, it is I guess, Mexican show, their version of WrestleMania. So why not give it to the AAA stars?
aren't they on Raw on SmackDown?
Yeah, they're on Los Garzas. They're on SmackDown.
And
LW.
okay, so they're like that's number 7th tag team, and then they just made up another one. What's that? Miz and Hayes. That's 8 tag teams on SmackDown. Why the hell they not taking some tag teams to Raw? Like, wouldn't Angel and Berto or any of these tag teams, like, how many SmackDown tag teams you gonna have? And see, this is why I didn't want them to take the titles off them, because they have the AAA titles. They're advertising it more. Give them titles. Let them have it for another 2-3 months. Because you already got. Because guess what? Now they lost. Now they're coming back to SmackDown to do what? Have another match with Axiom or I don't know, the Motor Machine Guns. All these cats. I mean, for what? Why take the titles off them?
Or what if WWE is setting up Psycho Clown and Pagano to come to SmackDown and invade? Because that's how I saw it. I could be wrong, but that's exactly how I saw this.
I mean, right. I mean,
Look, at the end of the match, you see more clowns celebrating with these two clowns who won the tag. That sounds funny, by the way. With these two clowns who won the AAA Tag Team Championship, why not send them to SmackDown to invade?
so who's writing that story? The SmackDown writers?
No. This would be too damn good.
That's what
Give
I'm
Michael
saying.
Hayes. Let Michael Hayes write this shit.
But it's not doing too much. They're not doing too much. Like, I don't think they should have took the titles off them. I'm happy for Pagano and Psycho Clown. I actually like Psycho Clown. I like how he rips the one mask off, go to another mask. I actually like that. But I think it was too soon to give them back the titles. But that's just my opinion. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if y'all big fans of Pagano and Psycho Clown, you happy for the titles. But how many other tag teams are down there in AAA? You know what I mean? I don't know. Shit. The fuck? I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. The next segment is Conan gets inducted to the AAA Hall of Fame. His inductor was Rey Mysterio. Lou, you have any favorite Conan moments from his career?
I wasn't. I watched him a little bit in WCW. I didn't know who he was until WCW. Um, I knew. I do remember he was controversial. I know he was controversial. I think by everybody's talking, he opened up a lot of doors for people. He fought behind the scenes a lot. He was single-handedly the guy to bring in more Mexican wrestlers into because I tell you, WCW, you gotta give him credit. They opened the door up for a lot of Mexican wrestlers to bring them over there. He was one of the advocates to bring them in. And then, your Uncle Paul copied off that shit, or whatever he did. He copied off to bring everybody else in. It was okay. I mean, he's all right. I'm glad he got the AAA Hall of Fame. I mean, he seemed very knowledgeable. I do like him, like doing commentary. I didn't really know too much about him. I know he was with the whole Wolfpack thing and whatever, but I mean, listen, you're more of a WCW guy. I wasn't.
You do remember him being in WWF before he went to WCW, right?
What character was he? I remember.
Max Moon.
That was him?
That was him.
Damn. Hold on.
That was a dumb gimmick, by the way.
Hold on. Max, let me look up that motherfucker. Hold on. Now I gotta
Okay,
look at
okay. For those of y'all who's listening on
come
audio,
on, man,
he's
glasses
about
on.
to do his research on his phone right now, looking
Mhm.
up Max Moon. Of course, as you're watching, you guys watching us right now, go ahead on Google, look up Max Moon on your phone, which Lou is doing right now. You're gonna see the AAA Hall of Famer Conan.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
He made his first appearance but remember that Saturday one wrestling challenge on Saturdays?
Yeah,
He first came on as the Comic Kid. And then Max, what the hell? That was him?
that was him.
Damn, Vince, what the fuck was you doing? Right. Damn, man. Listen, man. Listen. I love Vince, man, but damn, the characters you came up with, bro. Damn, man. I remember that dude briefly, but I didn't know that was him.
That was him.
Fuck. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lou is basically at a loss for words at this time,
Damn.
rubbing the back of his head. Again,
Damn.
go ahead on Google, look up Max Moon, because I'm telling you, this was going on back in WWF.
Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't even look like himself. For real. Damn. What the fuck? Shit. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I love K Dog and Conan. Of course, my favorite time during his career was when he was with the NWO, and then I guess one way or another he was with the LWO, and then
Wow.
there was a different group towards the end of WCW. I think they were called the Filthy Animals.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So
I mean,
he did a lot better in WCW than he did in WWF.
he had a couple matches in ECW. Couple matches. Not that much. Couple matches. He did a couple promos, couple matches. I think he had a match with what was that dude name? Uh I forgot the dude's name, but he was in ECW a couple times.
Mhm.
Not too
I
long
don't,
ago.
I don't remember
He
ever
was there a
seeing
couple of
him.
times, right? But the word on the street was right. The money wasn't right because he was one of the wrestlers that didn't want to take what I mean, the lesser pay because he come off WCW. I mean, we doing WCW. He made appearances here and there with him. So WCW was paying all that money, and back in the day, Paul wasn't paying that much.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Matter of fact, off topic, right? Let me tell you
yeah,
something, right? You know what that ECW was, right?
yeah,
It was in Philly, right?
yeah.
You have
The
no
bingo
idea.
hall.
I went to it once on Wolf Street, once in South Philly, one time. Bro, it is insane. Insane. At ECW, like it wasn't a TV event, it was like just a regular event, house show. It was insane, bro. It was insane. It was what was his name? Mikey Whiprack, what his name was, right?
Rick, yeah,
Right. He took on the Sandman, right, in the main event in a kendos and tables match. Bro, I never seen a little cat like that take so much punishment. He threw him off the top balcony into like 3 tables. This is a house show. It's not even a TV show. We're in the crowd, Sandman coming through the crowd, drinking beer with everybody. It was crazy, man. That place is not that big. It's not that big. It's old. It's whatever, but it was a great experience, man. I mean, while we waited outside to get in for 2 hours, I mean, it was a great experience. That was something that's a memory I'll never forget. It's going to the ECW show, and it was fantastic. I mean, good matches, very good matches, man. For real. That was probably the first time you ever seen real women really get it in. They didn't put it on TV. The house shows, they had 2 women fighting. I forgot who it was, and they had a great match. And it lasted like maybe 10 minutes. This is like what the prior to Diva area, what Divas area, what it was, what
probably like in the mid-90s or something
yeah.
like that.
But
Yeah,
see, they had matches for women, but Paul didn't put them on TV. He did for house shows. Those matches were like 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, like the women's matches you see today.
yeah.
Paul started that back in ECW, but it was off TV because he knew it wouldn't resonate on TV. So he put it on the house shows. Good stuff.
Smart man.
Moment of history right there for you, man. A little extra. Go ahead, sir.
All right, our next match is a three-way for the AAA Reinas Championship. Fammer versus Fabi Apache versus Natalia. I gotta be honest with you. This match did not fully click with me at all. I thought that Natalia looked sloppy and missed some steps,
Holy fuck.
which threw things off. Yes. Of course, Lady Faber pins Fabi to retain the title in 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Lou, help me make sense of this. What did you
Well,
think of Natalia's performance?
first of all, that title looks like the Latin American title. I'll tell you about that earlier. Second of all, there's a storyline with this that we don't know about. With the ref, the fast count, the slow count, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. I thought Natalia looked fantastic. That was she would put in work. She changed her character for when she's on the main roster. Technical, blah, blah, blah. She went balls to wall, started beating the shit out of both of them. That's what you want out of Natalia. This is what people say. Like, listen, off topic, I love the match, ladies and gentlemen. I give Natalia A plus. But off topic, I'm gonna tell you this. This woman has been put down way too much. She is talented as hell. She is pound for pound the best female wrestler on that roster. On that roster. In all rosters. Well, besides the 2 in IWGP, because it's two Japanese girls that can wrestle better than her. I forgot their names right now, but they're key. I mean, pound to pound, all around wrestling skill Natalia has. She's just a yes girl. She went with the whole program. You know, she trained. She said, yes, I'll do this, I'll do that. How longer does she have to hold herself back for? She's better than the roster, all of them. And to add this little seed, sir, before you go on, there's another girl on NXT's roster. And you know what I'm going to say? Is my girl, Jada Parker, should be on the main roster. Give her a good storyline. The girl's ready. She got the attitude. She's like another version of Bianca, which, by the way, your Uncle Paul continues to bury her. I don't know why, but whatever. You know, You know, for some reason, Uncle Paul he don't like Bianca. But let me stay on track. He doesn't like certain girls. He likes his girls. Natalia is a Vince girl. Well, she's, you know what I mean, to me. She deserves way more than what she's getting. She's actually, I want her to win this title. I think that would have been great for her career. She deserved to win this title. What's the name? Flamer, the champion?
Fammer.
Yeah, Flamer, whatever her name is. I gotta say it's yams. I'll tell you that one. Some yams. The Apache chick, she's all right. She did her spots. But I think they work well together. But Natalia's attitude and aggressiveness made the match because those two couldn't have carried that match without Natalia. She made the match. Natalia down. She looked sloppy. No, she was just different.
There was times where she looked at very slow pace in this match.
Because she had to slow it down for them two slow motherfuckers. I mean, seriously, she slow it down for them. Don't forget, down at AAA, man, like for some reason the girls work slower and the guys work faster. I don't know why. I don't know why. Natalia is an upbeat person.
I just wasn't seeing the vibe or seeing the chemistry between them three. I just wasn't.
I saw Natalia. You did A+ to me, honey. You being held back as always. Also, I'm gonna have a new hashtag out there. I'm gonna make it up tonight. Hashtag bring Jada Parker up. There you go, my girl, Jada Parker. You deserve to be up. Yams.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Lou loves the match. I don't. All right. We are finally here at our main event. The four-way for the AAA Mega Championship. El Hijo de Viking Kingo. Still can't pronounce that word. Versus Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano. For you guys listening to us on audio, El Grande Americano is numero uno. And I'm damn we're wearing this shirt right now. Lou, what did you think of this main event? And how was it seeing AJ Styles show up in AAA?
I thought that was probably the biggest pop of the night. For real. That was the biggest pop. I don't know what you're doing with that storyline. I guess that's the seed for storyline bringing the main roster. But before I get to the end, right? The entrances. Americano coming out singing. What was he singing? The the national anthem?
No, he was singing a classic song called "Ay Ay Ay Ay."
Oh yeah, okay. And they was singing along with him. Like, how was this dude? He is so over down there, right? And especially, I don't know if that's Ludwig or somebody new or they switching guys because everybody, the body type is kind of switching every week. You know what I'm saying? The body type switch. I don't know if that was Ludwig or not. I don't know. And who were the other two dudes? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who the other two dudes was, but Americano was over down there. He's over up here. You got his little Americano mask in the crowd on the main roster and AAA. You got you wearing the shirt, right? You wearing the shirt. Dragon Lee's entrance with the with the dragon wings coming out. I thought that shit's fucking blue. That sucked. His performance was. I've seen him do better. I've seen Dragon Lee do better. I think he didn't really mix in this match. Dom, of course, crowd favorite. Audience love him. El Hino del right Kingo. Yeah, Kingo.
Yeah.
His entrance was okay. They said he was champion for the longest time, the first time for 800 days. Then he got hurt, and then he came back. But if you look at the end, bro, tell me if I'm wrong, but that crowd did not like the ending. They didn't like him winning. And was I reading that right? Because
No, you're correct because I read the crowd the same way too.
they wanted Dom to win that shit.
They wanted Dom. Of course, I wasn't sure if they were wanting Americano to win. That kind of confused me too with the crowd because that mistake Dominic and Americano got the biggest pops ever.
Yes. And I'm like, I don't understand it. Maybe their audience is different down there. They want some maybe this El Nino or El Hinjo, the Viking dude, he's not over with the crowd down there for some reason. He's not over with him. They wanted him to lose. So maybe it's time for. But let me ask you a question. Would it make better sense to have Americano win that title for
I was
entertainment
hoping they go that
purposes?
direction. I was hoping that they will go that direction.
Just for entertainment purposes. Entertainment. You know how funny that will fucking be? You know how many, like what you said optics will bring to AAA with that, especially
Hmm.
with everything else in the world, right?
Yeah,
So, that will be so funny. I would love that. Dom winning it, uh, having the mega title and the Intercontinental title.
it wouldn't work. Not with his storyline.
Yeah, but now you got AJ in the mix. I thought AJ was moving on, but I guess not. So I guess your creative team and the writers up there, the geniuses that they are. Oh man, let's bring AJ back. let's run it back again. Fucking idiots, man. I don't know what to. But anyway, I liked it. I thought the match was very well decent. It wouldn't have worked without Dom and Americano. You could have did without Dragon Lee. Go ahead.
Uh, I thought it was very fast paced, action all around. This is what wrestling is supposed to be. This is what Mexico believes wrestling is supposed to be. The main event was absolutely on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Big moments, of course, shocking AJ Styles reveal. The finish of this match was Belkino pins Dom after that surprise run-in with that masked luchador, which was later revealed as AJ Styles, who AJ hits Dom with the Styles class, allowing uh, Vikingo to win in 15 minutes and 5 seconds.
Mm. But
I
all that
don't
in
know how
15
to say
minutes.
that El Grande Americano is my favorite luchador, but screw it. You know what? El Grande Americano is my favorite luchador.
Okay. All right. Uh, I got a question for you.
What's the question?
The average matches was what, 10, 15 minutes?
About
Okay. So why can't they produce matches like this on the main roster? It told stories. It was nonstop action. And so every match told a story. Every match told a story. Everyone. Even the women's match, which you didn't fucking agree with, which I don't know fucking why. But anyway, it told a story. So why can't they like do that? Because our matches on the main roster are too fucking long. They're not really telling those stories. They're doing extra spots they don't need to do. Like maybe AAA is doing it better than anybody else. Because don't forget, man, your Uncle Paul came on social media. Oh man, right now we're not trying to change anything and blah blah blah. We just want to elevate. We're not trying to say what you want, but he gonna try and change that shit because he don't want them to outdo the main roster, WWE's roster, the matches. They did it better. They ran their show better. They ran it
I,
better the first time with NXT, and they ran it better this time.
how can I say this correctly? A lot of it has to do with the audience. That
Mm,
so Triplemania in Mexico is not the same audience as you would have at a regular Raw or SmackDown.
yeah, but we're watching it too, and we enjoyed it. We're not in that audience. We watched it. We enjoyed it.
You and I are at a different level of fan base.
But
We've
you're
been
on the
watching it.
internet.
We've been watching it for years, a lot longer than these youngsters has been watching it. That wants to criticize what they think is good and not good. And
Everybody
then you and
criticizing.
I have to fight these fans to get our point across because we have morons that thinks that this is good TV, which you and I both know it's not.
No.
And then you have something like Triplemania, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So your Uncle
It really
Paul's gonna
has to
try
do
and
with the
change it?
audience. It really has to do with the audience.
So is your Uncle Paul gonna try and change it?
I hope not.
Because he's gonna fuck it up if he does. He has no fucking clue what the fuck he's doing. He's a moron. He has no idea what he's doing.
Do not. I would recommend that WWE touches anything that AAA already has set up as far as storylines, gimmicks, setups, finishers, nothing
It's
like
awesome.
that. Props included. It
Well,
does not need to be changed.
overall, sir, it was a good event. It was a good event. I do got one last thing to say. I did forget about this. Uh, I get a lot of emails about me, the rants and stuff like that. It's unfair about our savior. I mean, the savior of WWE, Paul Triple H Levesque. So I'm going to say this final message. I'm going to be nice. We'll be nice. I promise. 1 second. There is no difference what he's doing in WWE than Vince did not do. There's no difference. The only difference is, I'm going to tell you this for the last time, he's just giving you time off. You still got cuts. You still got business decisions. Everything's being made. He's still doing the same thing Vince did creatively. Everything. Still making the same decisions. Storylines are basically the same. He's copying up his daddy all the time. Doesn't make a difference. Only difference is he's giving you more time off. So please stop saying that he's changed, he's saved this, he saved that. I don't want to hear it. I like entertainment. That's it. I like entertainment. I don't care about who's running, whatever. My Uncle Roos can do a better job of this motherfucker. Corny can do a better job. Bring back Shane. Shane can do a better job. I mean, Shane McMahon can do better. All right. Anybody can do better than this cat. Listen, hire Mario and shit. Yeah, I mean, you email him every damn week anyway. So what the fuck? Like, have him do it. I mean, I don't want that responsibility because I fired the whole roster. And again, last one, Karen Cross. It's a shame that they let you and Scarlett go. You got people on that roster that should not be there, but they let a talent like you go. Just proves to me they have no idea what they're doing. If you can't come up with storylines for a talent like Karrion Cross and Scarlett, even Omos, Otis, whatever, whoever, you can't have storylines for them. What are we doing? That's it.
All right. Overall, I thought that this Triple Mania event lived up to the hype.
Yep.
It's probably one of my favorite second shows of the year.
Yep.
Lou, I should probably thank you because at first I was unsure whether we should do this or not. I'm glad you pushed for this show,
Yep.
and I've been along. This was a fun episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this show, whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Apple, Spotify, and Heart Radio. Please like and get us into the next algorithm. Share this episode with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Heat Wave is coming up, and I'll be working on some video shorts for that, for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And the next event is Clash in Paris that happens August 31st. And I guess that wraps up this episode of Wrestle Talk. Triplemania was wild, and
Mm-hmm.
we had a blast breaking it down. Big thanks for everyone tuning in with us. And you know what? Let's end it with this quote. We said
Hold
what
on.
we said.
Before you get to the quote, hold on. Don't forget, they're doing another World's Class September 12th
We gotta do
in
that one.
Vegas. In Vegas on Friday night.
Friday night. Oh,
AAA and WWE Friday night, September 12th.
so that's not gonna. Is there even gonna be a SmackDown show then
It's
on the
going to
Friday
be,
night?
I don't know, but they're doing a Worlds Collide on September 12th, Friday night in Vegas.
Excuse me, guys, while I'm writing this down on my notepad. What was the date again?
September 12th, Friday night in Las Vegas.
All right, I got that date marked down.
There you
All
go.
right, let's close this show. We said what we said, and if that stings, good. See you next episode. It's time to eat some tacos, Lou.